Blackboard voting Monday to allow Brimfield's antique shows and flea market this year, starting next month in May. But as Western Mass News reporter Jordan Jagalinzer learned, it's not going to be the fair everyone's used to. She joins us now live to explain why. Jordan?
Chris, the shows typically bring tens of thousands of people to the Hampden County town of Brimfield annually. But this year, promoters want our viewers to know in May it won't be the fair you're expecting.
I was happy in the sense that at least we know we can go forward and have the shows in the future.
The town of Brimfield giving the green light for the antique show to open this year, but you won't see these crowds and vendors just yet.
People who are anxious and excited and want to get back out there will come believing that it's going to be something other than it's not.
Maxine Carter-Loam, who publishes the fair's annual guide, says there aren't enough vendors for them to do that this year.
The economics aren't going to be there for us to produce this guide. Hopefully we'll be back in July.
As most vendors have chosen to opt out of May's approved show.
It would have been very difficult under such a short time frame to comply with the regulations that would have been in place.
Lori Faxon, owner of the Brimfield Antique Center, says while her shop will remain open during the fair, the two shows she usually runs won't be taking place.
Basically, there's one larger show and one very, very small show. And then usually there's over 20 of us.
Vendors choosing to skip May's show, mainly due to the many COVID-19 restrictions in place.
People aren't allowed to walk and eat. How are you going to enforce that rule?
Carter-Loam tells Western Mass News the fair hasn't been that small since early on.
You're going back well over 50 years when there were only one and or two dealers.
And she hopes thousands don't show up in Brimfield this May expecting the usual fare. This, as Faxon says, they're now going into their second year without revenue.
Our overhead is high. We pay very large property taxes.
And she hopes restrictions in the state are more relaxed come July.
So that the show has more of the flavor of what we're accustomed to.
Now, last year, all of the shows were canceled due to the pandemic. Promoters are now looking ahead to July and then eventually September. Reporting live for Western Mass News, I'm Jordan Jagalinzer. Back to you.